And then this little doodle I made. Here's the giant baby Squirtle in space. Summer of 1980. And then his little fart rockets propelling. She's hiding. She thinks she's safe from the monster. And oh my god, he's tearing through the mattress. Hey, you got any gum? Where the monsters were trying to noose this guy's throat. And one of his friends accidentally bounces a Molotov off his head.
God damn it!
She sees that the woman in the yard's green metallic chair is in the attic. If I had been in that same scenario, I would have passed out and peed my pants, possibly defecated. Here his little monkey ears are poking up. Ooh. He looks like he's going, wake and bake, bro, wake and bake. But it all does somehow keep you curious about the mystery of who's been killing all these people. And it ends up in a place that I didn't see coming, and I think that makes it pretty unique amongst horror films, or especially 80s slasher films. She almost becomes like a force or a metaphor for the wrath of nature. I haven't been able to stop thinking about this since I saw it, and I may actually end up rating it higher than I did.
Something further down the food chain.
Zombie gore, blood and guts. This part is one of my favorite moments. Is tense where they're having to creep past this antelope gummy. They call the creatures gummies. The zombified antelope that's just licking alien slime coming out of a vent. Sweet nectar.
Sweet nectar.
Alright, here's this part where clone number 17 of Mickey falls into an ice fissure on this planet, and one of these creeper animals is crawling over towards him, possibly to devour him. Like my Dave Bautista, he looks like Mr. Clean. I'm surrounded by goblins. Let me shoot this barrel of monkeys. Blap, blap. Alright, let's go on. It's not the type of voice you expect to come out of that guy. Here he's falling down the stairs. But I did forget to mention how scary these parasitic gum monsters are. They're a dash of John Carpenter's The Thing. And then also when No Face goes apeshit and Spirited Away. Excellent Looney Tunes movie. Some of those cheerleader skills even came in handy when they did their heist. Look, they're lifting her up and she spray paints the security cam. Here's a part where the ghost of her brother tries to belly flop onto her to possess her body. What? WrestleMania! Here she's looking at this anomaly in the sky. Oh, what is it? Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis!
See, they're sneaking around, and this monster's activating. His eyes waking up. This little guy flying around.
In the land of the blind, the little goblin flying around with one eye is king.
You got the touch!
Here's this part where she catches herself with a front-to-back splits. Not your dad's Jean-Claude Van Damme splits. Front to back. Whoa! Here he's holding a piece of jagged, broken mirror like a knife, and you see his face reflected in it. Give that dog a little scratch on the noggin. Speak for yourself, moron.
Oh my god, that is funny!
And here Josh is looking like a Long Beach member of a ska band. Going melee with a chainsaw. Or two. This green neon energy and blood sprays out. Here's this part where this drone strike hits an SUV. Bro, my Escalade!
The wrong question.
Gene Hackman.
Here's my little recreation snippet of Night Move's horrifying finale.
Oh my Lanta.
Fully shish kebab through the back. I'm just gonna check what they got in the fridge real quick.
Holy hell!
You alright?
We can burn his ass down.
Hell yeah, now I can drink to that.
Yes!
Here's this moment where Paddington has a psychic spiritual vision of this bear statue. Here's Statham's interrogating this evil Ruski. Yo, money's no good to me, you wanker. And then he cuts the line. Here's this part from the cool climax where she's hanging on a ledge and the helicopter falls. And he hears enemies approaching through the basement, and he just opens a hatch and sprays bullets down there like he's just cleaning out some mice. Don't you sneak up on me.
If I trigger it, the glass will shatter. So tell me where he is.
My fear of heights is so bad. I would never even get in one of these skyscraper pools in the first place. But just imagining the fear that was going through that guy's mind before he fell. Created the moment that made me the most scared. He's walking to his car and you see the little fireflies in the distance. And then you notice a creature crawling on the barn in the distance. And you're like, oh, a wild cougar. And then it stands up and you realize it's a man. And then when he flies out of frame to jump on the guy, I was like, jumpin' Jehoshaphat. And they would become like these ashen blobs, like Hiroshima.
What? Is it gone?
This is part where one of these zombified wendigos is sneaking up behind her. Here she is walking, getting some very threatening text messages. And just like my shorts in gym class, they...
Drop!
Surf's up.
Crazy. Here he is just brooding in his car, losing his shit. Here's the part where they're all at a garden party. One of the hydrogen bomb tests goes off across the desert flats. Here the gang is, catching the sunset right near the beach.
Right near the beach. Boy!